Hello and welcome back to another event video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we're looking at, obviously, All Saints Wake, the Halloween festivities in Eorzea. This takes place today, and you can find this quest, the Fright Stuff, available to all characters level 15 and above, near the Miketo's Amphitheater location, Mini Aetheryte, in Old Gridania, which, if you're a new player, is just north of New Gridania's main Aetheryte. So if we go over here, you will find a brand new quest with the Adventurers Guild Investigator. This will reward you with your first of the rewards, known as the All Saints Charm, which is a brand new, if I were to describe it in any way, a bippity bappity boop emote. So let's go and do this. I'll let you do the storyline yourself. I won't spoil that for you. And then we'll come back when we look at the rewards. It's actually also worth noting before we continue with that quest, whilst there are less people around here, a little bit in the actual amphitheater itself, just in the entrance, you'll find the Bespectacled Peddler. This is the vendor for this year, and this is actually where you get the other item from the event, the wall-mounted vampire bats. This will cost you 2,000 gil, so let's grab one of those. Let's grab a couple of those. And you can also get the Pumpkin Magic Prism. And if you wondered what that looks like, let's just briefly show you. It is essentially a pumpkin head explosion firework. You might be familiar with this from previous years. It temporarily gives you a pumpkin head and then explodes into bats. Okay, once we've done that, we get access to the All Saints Charm upon completion of the seasonal event quest. And that's pretty much it for the items. So there is actually a follow-up quest, which I won't spoil for you as well, which sort of takes what we've learnt and continues with that, called A Charmed Life. But as far as I know, there isn't any main rewards for that. So the emote in particular is under the General tab, if you're wondering where it's going to be. So it is not a persistent emote and can be used while stood. So let's pop that on our bars, and this is exactly what it looks like. So as you can see, we shot a star projectile out of a wand, which goes quite a distance actually, at least, what, 4 Lalafels away from us. That's the exact length and distance we're going to use as a term of measurement now. 4 Lalafels in distance. I quite like that, actually. I also like the magic wand that we acquire here. Is it the most amazing emote in the game? I don't know. That's going to be subjective. A lot of people are going to love this, and you're going to get a lot of mileage out of it if you do RP or if you do video content creation like I do. But not necessarily everybody. It is cool, though, and I'd like to see variations on this, considering we now have magic wands. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Not too bad. Not too bad. Of course, there won't be any differences with different races or anything like that. So there's not really much point in me going and doing this in a rushed state for my ults to show that off. One of the other differences then is that if you cast it just naturally, the star will just go on for that same length of 4 Lalafels or something. However, if you target a player, for example, let's target this player here. Oh, they've ran away. Never mind, that's not going to reach. Let's target, I don't know, even the NPC himself. You'll notice that when it actually hits somebody that you've targeted, hold on, there we go. It explodes into a spell effect of bats and other particle effects. Of pumpkins. I mean, it doesn't last for long, but it's a cool effect. Ah, I'm being attacked. Must attack back. Bippity babbity boop. For the power of 4 Lalafels, I challenge you to a duel. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this. Oh my goodness. In synchronicity. Alright, here we are in the FC house. Let's look at these items then, or at least the two that I've purchased of the wall-mounted vampire bats. These are sadly undieable. It says spookify a plain wall with this cloud of tiny bloodthirsty beasts. As you do. So let's have a look at these items then on the wall. Bishi bashi bosh. Awesome. So the first thing I noticed is that there is a certain amount of luminosity with these that can be further illustrated if we turn the house lights down. So as you can see there, although I will say with the lights completely off, it just kind of looks like there's some kind of weird patchwork thing going on, like there's stains on the wall with lots of little eyes or little beads. So I don't think it has a very good effect when the lights are off. Yeah, unless you get really close to them with low light conditions, they kind of just look like splodges. Not a massive fan of that, but with normal lighting, they look absolutely fine. I suppose you'd go like semi-dimmed. Yeah, that would look okay, but full lights off doesn't really look like a bat anymore, does it? Just kind of looks like a coffee stain. But yeah, overall, what is there to really talk about? I mean, they're quite nice. Can you easily repeat the pattern? I suppose that's the other question. That's why I bought two of these. I would say so, yeah. They're not too bad. Yeah. They're alright. There's nothing to screech home about, but they're okay. The big problem I have with wall-mounted items is that you're not able to rotate them conventionally. That's the only thing that is like a big deal for me. The other thing we could do is have a look what it looks like on the other side of these using the placement glitch. So if we just get a basic partition and put the bats on the partition like so, and then we take off surface placement, we click the bats, we drag them off, we right click or cancel it, and then we move the wall away. Oldest trick in the book. Been there since like the start of the game. There you go. So if you're looking for a way of making that pattern less repetitive, you can totally flip them around, because the underside is practically identical in almost every way, but it does mean that your bats would go a different way. So you could glitch them around and place them against the wall, and they're exactly the same the other way. They don't have any front-facing features that are any different. At least I can't tell. Looks to be the same quality both sides. So there we go. Anyway, that was a housing item. Definitely pick up some of those, because they'll likely be on the cash shop next year, along with the emote. Very cool. Continuing with a quest line then actually allows you to sort of exercise the use of that magic spell. So it's actually used in the quest, which I found quite fun, actually. But when you turn this in, you get yourself your seasonal event completion. And it says you have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. So, this gives you an achievement, which is delightfully frightful. And unfortunately doesn't give you a title, which is a missed opportunity. But if we go talk to the usher, who is this fella over here, then we can actually go to Sneaky Hollow. Sneaky Hollow specifically is a brand new part for the actual event. This is a place you can go with other people. There's another player. And it's a completely unique part of a map we've not been to before. Or at least I don't remember ever coming back here. And in here it says, the Haunted Manor is now accepting guests for the marvelous masquerade. Shall I escort you to the front door? So you can go to the Haunted Manor. You can also walk through here. So there's all sorts of little Easter eggs and ghosties and mushrooms, and it's quite interesting, isn't it? Really great place for G-pose. They've put a lot of thought into this. There's another player, look, probably taking a nice picture. It's just a really, really nice addition. And there you go, there's the manor house, look. Isn't this fantastic, the extra work they've put into? What I wish they had done is, I wish they had placed a quest with some rewards or a title or something for coming in here. But from what I can tell, it looks to be lots of G-pose areas. I'm not sad about that. I think that's a fantastic idea. But it seems like a lot of this has gone to waste because of how good it is. Like, they've put a lot of work into this. Look how detailed this is. It's fascinating. And then, of course, the map allows you to go up here as well. Like with a pumpkin patch and a void scent. But, oh my, we have a guest. We do. We do indeed. I just thought it was nice to show this. To show that I was aware of it. And, you know, it's a good place to come and take pictures. Of course, we've got the main manor here. If you talk to the apparitions, you wish to have words, very well, what would you know? And you can ask all about them. The unsavory imp. Let's see. Yeah, so you can actually do the familiar transformations into characters, if you're familiar with this. So some new characters have been added to this, as well as some old. So if you want to change the appearance of your character for 30 minutes, you totally can. Same with the inscrutable imp as well. You can actually go on top of the manor itself. There's more G-pose locations with some spoopy sort of mobiles and things. It's so well done. It is so well done. I have to hand it to them. They've done a really, really good job. I like these clocks, by the way. Those would be awesome to be future housing items. And then there's actually another area as well. This is what I mean. It just feels like this is such a nice, you know, extra that they do nothing with. And there's the graveyard. How cool is this? So if you want to take some spooky pictures with your friends, you totally can. And that's the other thing. It's not a solo instance. This is something you can just go into with your friends. That's awesome. Look at that. Whoa, that's cool. That's a really cool backdrop. Yeah. All in all, I think this is fantastic, isn't it? Awesome. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this event. I think they could have done a lot more with it, but I'm just happy that we got one this year, considering what happened last time with the COVID pushing things back. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what they do in the future, and hopefully we get a lot of these items as housing items or something. Anyway, much love. Let me know what you think about this event, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. I'm going to go take some pictures. Look at this place. It's amazing. Ah, so good.